It's a 50-year-old van.
Well, she's gonna get an alternator.
It looks good, but it needs a lot of renovations. A lot of love and a lot of sweat and tears. I already sweat and I already started crying.
Chemistry class, baby.
Yeah.
Chemistry class. This fridge is not even gonna get out of here.
Hello, I'm Lidia Rico and I'm currently renovating this 1976 Dodge Chinook. It's a 50-year-old van. It looks good, but it needs a lot of renovations and a lot of love and a lot of sweat and tears. I already sweat and I already started crying. So let me update you and tell you what I've been up to these weeks because I've been working so much on this van.
First off, I started cleaning the cockpit area, the front seats, everything on the front area of the vehicle. It was filthy, sticky. I started with the carpet, and I don't know how much darker that carpet had. It was insane, so I started cleaning for hours. I cleaned the door steps. Then I cleaned the doors. The doors were so dirty. I don't know when is the last time that somebody put some attention to those doors. And let's say my kind of autism is that I don't stop until things are shiny clean, and I have a big problem with that. Actually, I'm obsessive with cleaning, and I've been told by a few people that I have a problem and they just don't understand it's my autism life, you know. It's actually so disgusting. It's so crazy how disgusting this fucking steering wheel is. Ew. And then I had my friend Angel, that is a mechanic, start working on the actual tune-up of the van. Spark plugs, filters, so it was basically a whole tune-up. Also replaced the belts. And then when I was replacing the belts, Angel realized that my alternator went bad.
What? You got stuck again? Yep, it's the alternator stuck.
Yes, the alternator, we need a new one.
Yep.
Shit.
The belt's spinning, but the alternator's locked up again.
Damn.
That shit will not spin.
Well, she's gonna get an alternator. Because probably was in its way out. So I had to replace the alternator as well. So I've been getting a bunch of stuff done. But so far I'm waiting in the mail for a carburetor that I'm also going to replace because mine is actually misfiring and it's not working properly. It's just not keeping the valve open. So I need a new one. It's just not working properly. So I'm waiting for it on the mail, and it's gonna make the engine perform so much better. And then I started cleaning the ceiling.
I just want them bad party.
Then I clean the couches. I clean inside the couches. On the right side of the vehicle, under the couch, I have the water tank and the water system. So I cleaned all of that area as well. I did the same thing on the left side. Underneath the couch, I have the furnace in this case. So I cleaned all around the furnace. I just double check everything, making sure that there was no water leaks, that there was nothing to be worried about. Clean everything really good. And then I clean all the areas around the couches and then put back the cushions and move on to the next area of cleaning. And then I moved to the kitchen area and I started removing this spice rack, and it was on the way of opening and closing the kitchen area. So it's the first thing I did. I removed this thing and cleaned all of this area of the kitchen. Hello, how are you? How is it going?
What are you doing? Cleaning again?
Whoa, again, yeah, I guess. Whoa, that's all I do, I guess. Yeah, I clean a lot. I do clean a lot.
Oh, yeah. You bought both?
Well, this has to go into the...
This is gonna be sick. Now we can do that. Now we can do that. With this here, we couldn't do this.
Try it out right now. See if I can hear it.
Yes. And then I move on to the actual kitchen. The stove was filthy, was rusted and super dirty. Yeah. Chemistry class, babe.
Yeah.
Chemistry class. Look, yeah. So I did my best, guys. I'm not perfect, but it definitely looks better than it did. And that's all I get right now. Then I move on to the cabinets and I started cleaning inside of every cabinet. They were really dirty, the same thing that the ceiling. They were really dirty. So I'm glad everything is clean. There is no smoke or anything, you know, like inside of anywhere anymore. So I feel much sanitized now. This area wasn't really too dirty, so it was really simple to clean. I had to just clean a little bit the sink and whatnot, but everything was kind of clean. Right here was a paper towel rack that I removed. And then also there was like some gooey, sticky something that I had to remove from this area too. That was kind of gross, but now it's gone, so I feel good about it.
See, this life don't last forever. I'ma make we change and we can see tonight. I was a good guy, but tonight.
I cleaned down here inside the cabinet, I realized where my water leak was coming from. So I realized that there is a leak right underneath or inside the water heater. So probably the water heater is going bad or is bad, and that's why there is a leak. So I'm gonna take care of that in this video as well.
I did look for my peace, I just live my life in my way. Nobody no go tell me son. Many of them done die for nothing. I ain't tryna die for that. Got this life don't last forever, sure.
I clean as good as I could in here as well. I clean all the cabins and all the doors and everything. So now this area is really clean too. And what I did here is remove the mirror that was on the door, because it was too small and kind of old. So I added a new mirror that was bigger, and I could look at myself fully in the mirror. So it's like a full length mirror, and it's brand new. It looks so much better now. And then I removed this cabinet that is in here in the bathroom. I took it outside and I actually spray painted with like a off-white color, so it doesn't look so bad when you open the door and it's something black right there. It looks so much nicer now, so much bigger when you are looking inside the bathroom because it's white. And I think it looks so much better. Tell me in the comments, does it look better, or should I spend money buying something new? I don't think so. I don't think so. I deep cleaned this bathroom. It was grimy. The walls were sticky. They look not white. They look kind of like off-white, kind of like with brown stuff and shit. And I feel much nicer right now. Everything is sanitized. Everything is clean. And I feel so much better. I cleaned every crevice in this bathroom, and I can't wait until I can take a shower in this bathroom. But I cannot take a hot shower yet, unfortunately. And then, as you can see right here, I did work on this wall right here. I added some wallpaper and also some backsplash to it. And I'm still thinking about it because I have another wallpaper that is coming in the mail that if you stick around the end of this video, I'm gonna show it to you because I have to go pick it up. I don't have it yet. It's coming today on the mail. And I have to see which one I like better, because I don't really know if I want to embrace this one. This one seems like a vintage vibe from the 70s, and it's a really old looking kind of paper, and it kind of goes with the aesthetic of the vehicle. But I got another one that I gotta see in the mail and decide. So we're gonna do that at the end of this video. Now I'm at this RV spot. I'm about to do a safety check on this van, on the propane system and the water system. I know I have a water leak right here when I turn on the pump, and it might be coming from some pipes or the actual water heater. So I'm gonna see where it's coming from, and hopefully maybe they have time to fix it. I think I found the shop dog. Are you a shop doggy? Yes. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Are you the shop doggy? Yeah. And I know you might be thinking, what are all these boxes? So all the boxes that I have behind me is gonna be my permanent solar setup for this vehicle. And it's a new product from Blue Eddy that I'm beyond excited to talk about. But I'm gonna have to keep it a secret until next videos because I don't even know how I'm gonna install all of these. So I'm talking to a guy called Dave tomorrow, and I'm gonna figure out a lot of things tomorrow. I don't have much electricity in this van. I only have a battery that is in here that is dying every day because I don't have a way to charge it. So I'm using the lights, I'm using the water pump and a few things, and it died. So for now, I've been using the new Elite 100. Charges almost to 80% in less than 45 minutes. So this is really fast. I don't know if you understand how big this is to be charged almost fully in less than 45 minutes. So if you're new to van life and you've never seen anything like this before, this is a solar generator, doesn't need any gasoline to run. And this one in specific is the Elite 100 V2 bio-based. It means that it's made out of recycled plastic. This whole carcass is made out of recycled materials, guys. And is the first one on the market to do so. So, congratulations, Bluetti, for being innovative enough to care so much about the planet and recycle plastic, because we don't need new plastic every time to make these carcasses. Here is the proof. I really haven't tested the safety of the current electrical system that I have in this vehicle, so I've been relying on this power station that is contained and super safe for me to use every day. So I've been charging my computer, my phone, every device that I need for everyday life in the van. And so far, I'm a little bit struggling, guys. I don't have a fridge, but if I had a fridge, I could totally power it with this baby boy right here. It's super easy to use. It's plug and play. You don't have to think about anything. It's really safe. You guys can see I don't really work with a lot of brands. I don't like to feel like I'm a sellout, but when I'm working with Bluetti, I do feel that actually they care about me as a person. I'm not just an influencer on the internet making videos for them. I feel that Bluetti really has integrity because they value me a lot for being a van lifer for so long. They really are trying to help me, because this is more than just a product. This is giving me quality of life, guys, because you have no idea how hard it is to live in a vehicle just with a power station. It's not as comfortable as having a permanent setup. Make sure to check the link down below for Bluetti products and also a discount code that I'm gonna have for you guys. And now I'm gonna pick up my mail and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna keep this wallpaper or if I'm gonna change it. So come on, let's go get it. As you can hear, the van still needs some work when you crank it up because it needs a carburetor, so she has a cold start problem right now. So I'm waiting for that in the mail as well. He said that it was gonna come this Wednesday today, but then yesterday he said that it's coming Tuesday next week. So I'm not happy about that, clearly, because nobody likes bad cold starts in a big biatch, you know. Alright, it's the next day. It got really dark and I was so tired yesterday. So this is the other wallpaper and I think I don't like it, but tell me in the comments. I think it's just too much, you know, like too many lines, too many, you know. Let's see what you think. These or that. Color wise, I think it matches better, but then the pattern, I just think it doesn't vibe in here. Tell me in the comments. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I'm just gonna keep this one. And that's gonna be, I don't know, if you guys can change my mind in the comment section, I might, but I think you guys are gonna agree with me that we want this cute wallpaper better than this one, right? So I'm probably just gonna return these because I bought 3 rolls and they were kind of expensive. So I'm gonna have to remove this fridge and empty this closet all the way because I'm gonna start installing the solar setup probably next week. I was gonna meet up with the electrician today, but Dave told me that it was very busy, so I'm gonna meet up with him on Sunday. So I gotta wait a few days to see him and see how we're gonna do this electrical setup. But let me show you this closet. Alright, it's really kind of hard to see in here, but look at the state of this closet. It just breaks, it doesn't move. Ah! Ew. Oh my god, it just disintegrates. It just doesn't freaking, oh my gosh. I need a mask. I don't have a freaking mask right now. Why are they like that? Alright, this is how it's looking so far. Pretty disgusting if you ask me. Seems like there is a freaking water leak that came here before or something. I'm gonna have to look in here really good. Shit. This is disgusting. How the f do you take this out of here? That's a good f***ing question. I don't even know if this is gonna get out of the door. Just doesn't seem like it has room for that. How they fit this thing in here? Through the window? Alright, I'm realizing that this fridge is not even gonna get out of here. Did they build this when the fridge was in here? I'm very confused. I'm very confused. There's still so much left in there. How the hell am I gonna take this out of here? It's enough for the day, and I'm gonna see you whenever I can, okay? Wish me luck, and leave it in the comments any help that you can think of. I love you. Thank you for watching, and wish me luck.